We're standing here in a museum in the incredible city of Vienna, Austria, looking at Pieter Bruegel's Hunters in the Snow. Hunters in the Snow is actually part of a collection of paintings of the seasonal cycle for the months. But there are not 12 paintings. True. There are only 6 paintings, each one represents 2 months. The other 4 surviving paintings include The Harvesters, Return of the Herd, The Gloomy Day, and Haymaking. Bruegel's paintings were actually commissioned by a wealthy Antwerp banker who asked him to make 6 panel paintings of the cycling months. Although Bruegel had studied the style of Italian Renaissance, he chose to use the simpler native Netherlandish style for this series. Bruegel was one of the first artists to pick genre scenes, or scenes of everyday life, which includes Hunters in the Snow, of course, and many others. Now let's take a close look at Hunters in the Snow. I bet we can all guess which season this is. Winter, of course. Yes, we are looking at different scenes of the winter within one time frame. In the foreground, there is an overall sense of sorrow, almost depression. We see hunters and their dogs returning from an unsuccessful hunt. The heads of the dogs are dropped with fatigue, while the hunters trudge through the deep snow, facing the true hardships of winter. But as our eyes continue across the painting, there is a real shift in mood. Yes, the hunters' backs look down a hill where we see a completely different side of winter. In the background, there is an ice pond with people ice skating, sledding, and playing other various winter activities. The atmosphere in the background is playful, joyful, and seasonally spiritual. Bruegel's painting as a whole contrasts with 2 very different senses of winter, the seasonal hardships and playfulness. Bruegel was actually inspired by the Alps in his painting, which is very clear to see with the snowy, wintry environment among mountains and hills. In a more formal description, Bruegel uses atmospheric perspective and an elevated viewpoint from where the hunters stand that creates a very representational piece for both the people and nature. Definitely, which goes along with the visual rhythm that leads our eye through the painting. Bruegel actually composed this painting with his vision of the Alps, but primarily using his imagination. Well, his imagination created a truly realistic piece that emulates the different personalities of winter.